Imagine finding your perfect dream home. 6 bedrooms, a beautiful yard, located in a quiet, safe suburban town. You saved up, signed the papers, and finally, you have the keys. This was the reality for the Broaddus family in 2014 when they purchased the stunning house at 657 Boulevard in Westfield, New Jersey. It was everything they had ever wanted, but this dream was about to turn into a living nightmare, one that would haunt them for years and capture the world's attention. Just 3 days after closing the deal, Derek Broaddus went to check the mail. He found a plain white envelope, thick and a little heavy. There was no return address. Just 2 words, neatly handwritten on the front, the new owner. He probably thought it was a welcome note from a neighbor, or maybe even a prank. Curious, he opened it. The words inside sent a chill down his spine. The letter began, "Dearest new neighbor at 657 Boulevard, allow me to welcome you to the neighborhood." It sounded friendly enough at first, but then the tone shifted. 657 Boulevard has been the subject of my family for decades now. My grandfather watched the house in the 1920s. My father watched it in the 1960s. It is now my time. The writer called themselves the Watcher. Derek's heart must have started pounding. Was this a joke? Who would write something like this? But it got worse. The Watcher knew things, personal things. The letter went on to mention the family's 3 young children, describing them by their birth order, and asking if they had brought the young blood the house craved. The Watcher asked, "Who am I?" "I am the Watcher and have been in control of 657 Boulevard for the better part of 2 decades now." The letter ended with a chilling question. "Do you know what lies within the walls of 657 Boulevard? Why are you here?" "I will find out." The family was terrified, but they tried to rationalize it. A sick prank. It had to be. They warned the contractors working on renovations to be careful and not speak to anyone. But then, about 2 weeks later, a second letter arrived. This one was even more disturbing. The Watcher now referred to the children by their nicknames. The family had only used casually. The Watcher asked which bedrooms the children would be sleeping in. "It will help me to know who is in which bedroom," the letter said. "Then I can plan better." Plan what? The letter also mentioned details about the family's car and the painters they had hired. It was clear this person wasn't just writing letters. They were physically watching the house. The family immediately stopped bringing their children to the property and contacted the Westfield Police Department. The investigation began, but it was like trying to catch a ghost. Detectives looked into neighbors, but nothing turned up. They considered the previous owners, the Woods family, who had also received a single, odd letter just before moving out. But they had dismissed it as a prank and thrown it away. The police were hitting a dead end. Then the third letter arrived. This one was the most terrifying of all. The Watcher seemed to know every move the family was making. They asked, "Where have you gone to? 657 Boulevard is missing you." It was clear the Watcher was not just watching the outside of the house, but somehow knew what was happening inside. It was as if they had eyes and ears everywhere. The letter taunted them. "You are despised by the house," and the Watcher won. The Broaddus family was broken. Their dream had been stolen from them. They were too scared to ever move in, convinced that someone dangerous was stalking them and their children. They never spent a single night in their supposed dream home. They tried to sell the house, but the story of the Watcher was out and nobody wanted to buy it. They even tried to get permission to tear it down and build two new homes, but the local planning board denied the request. For years, the investigation continued. DNA was taken from one of the envelopes, but it didn't match anyone in any database. Private investigators were hired. Theories swirled. Was it a jealous neighbor who was outbid on the house? A disgruntled former employee? A prank that spun out of control? To this day, no one knows. The identity of the Watcher remains one of the most chilling unsolved mysteries of our time. The Broaddus family finally sold the house in 2019 at a significant loss. The house at 657 Boulevard still stands, a silent monument to a family's terror, and somewhere perhaps the Watcher is still watching. Thanks for watching, and if you found this story as unsettling as I did, make sure to subscribe for more dark mysteries.